It's Jennifer at Jennifer at Home, and I'm super happy and super excited you're here because today I am starting my Christmas baking. I'm going to start with my famous Christmas cookie recipe that is a no spread sugar cookie recipe, but today I'm making it into candy cane cookies. They're going to be red and white and twisted and look so cute, but this recipe is one that I put together over the last 30 or 40 years. I had about 4 different recipes that I liked and enjoyed. However, they weren't the right texture or weren't the right consistency to decorate. They were either too soft or didn't turn out right. They spread on the cookie sheet. They didn't keep a nice, clean, crisp edge. Well, I put the recipes together over the last many years and came up with a recipe that I really like. It's super easy and super nice. It doesn't have any cream of tartar, baking powder, baking soda, any of those things. It's just a few simple recipes put together and it makes a wonderful dough. Let's get started and I'll show you just how I put this together and just how they turned out. Before we get started with this cookie baking, I wanted to mention that this cookie video is part of a multi-channel cookie collaboration. This collaboration was put together by Mitch and Philip. They have a wonderful, enjoyable channel, and they're going to be doing a series all about Christmas cookie baking. So I'll have Mitch and Philip's channel listed below so you can easily find it. And to find the other channels in this collaboration, all you need to do is look for the hashtag and go to Christmas Cookie Extravaganza 2022. That'll tie all of the channels together so that you can see all of the participants in this collaboration. I also wanted to mention something very special about this recipe. This recipe doesn't require any refrigerating of the dough before you roll it out or even before you bake it in the oven. I love time-saving recipes, so I made sure I came up with something that would not need refrigerated at all during the baking process, rolling process, or afterwards. We don't need very many ingredients at all to make this recipe. I'll have the full recipe listed below. We just need butter, salt, a very cold egg, sugar, the extract of your choice, and flour. You can use this recipe any time of the year. I love easy, versatile recipes. I love to use lemon extract in the summer. I'm going to be using peppermint extract today since I'm making candy cane cookies. You can use a clear or regular vanilla or almond extract. Any extract that you prefer, you can use with this recipe. Make sure you have a nice rubber spatula that you can use to scrape down the bowl during the mixing process. We'll preheat our oven to 325. The very first thing I'm going to do is add the butter to my mixing bowl. This butter is room temperature. I'm also going to add my salt and my sugar. And then I'm going to mix this until combined, but only just until combined because we don't want to add a lot of air into our recipe. We'll mix it on low so that we don't get any extra air. Now that we have the first 3 ingredients incorporated, we're just going to add in our egg. And I'm going to be adding my peppermint extract, or you can add whatever extract you're going to use. Then we'll turn this on and mix it on low just until incorporated once again. At this point, I'm going to stop and scrape everything real quick. It might look a little bit lumpy still, but that's okay. Now we'll put the mixer back on low and just start gradually adding in our flour. As you can see, this is a very easy recipe. Mix it until just combined. As you can see, it's starting to clump together and start to pull away from the sides of the bowl. If we want to see and check it and tell when it's done, all we need to do is reach in and press the dough. And if it doesn't stick to our finger, that means it's done. I have gone ahead and taken out half of the dough and put the rest back in the mixing bowl, the other half. I'm going to be using this red food coloring. It's made specifically for things like this. It's concentrated like a gel, so I'm just going to take a toothpick. We don't need very much. And I'm just going to take a little bit on a toothpick and just rub it right onto the dough. We'll check and see just how much we need. Let's turn this on and check it out. I have some cooking gloves here that are made just specifically for cooking in the kitchen, and this red food coloring can make a big mess on your hands, so make sure that you put on some type of food-safe gloves to protect your hands from getting all red or whatever color you decide to use. And I've also set up a workstation here with a rubber mat, and I have some powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar. I like to put this down on the mat instead of flour. A lot of times when people cut out cookies, they put down flour to keep everything from sticking. But then you get that raw flour taste on your cookies. And we definitely don't want that on our cookies. It's much nicer to have a nice sweet flavor on our cookies from the powdered sugar. So let me get my gloves on and we'll get started with our candy canes. If you find you have any streaks in your dough that didn't get covered in the mixer, that's okay. You really don't want to overmix this. So you just take it out and just gently fold it in by hand and just keep folding it to make sure that you have all of the streaks covered. And if you need to add any more food coloring, you can add a little bit at this point and just massage it right in. We don't want to overwork the dough and we don't want to get it to warm up. That's why we use a very cold egg, because we want this dough to stay very cold. Now you can either break off pieces or you could use a cookie scoop like this, just so you get an idea of the pieces you want to use. Just take it and just push it down and pull off a nice size of a ball. That way you have a pretty close accuracy to the size of your candy canes. And you can do the same with the other dough. Just pull off a piece, try to get a nice accurate size for both pieces. Now just take your hands or just roll it out right on your powdered sugar surface. Try not to be too rough with it. Just gently roll a nice little log and then take the little ball. And of course you'll want to do the exact same thing. Roll it very gently so that you don't get a lot of cracks or anything. We don't want it to be cracked and crumbly. Just carefully roll it with your fingers. And this way you're also not heating it up with your hand. There we go. And once you get it, the nice even consistency, both of them together, you can start twisting your candy cane. Just twist a little bit and kind of pinch them together a little bit at the bottom, and then just lay one over top the other. Twist them around just a little bit, just like that. And try to get a nice even color. Try to get as much red as you do the white, and then you can just shape it a little bit with your hands and get that shape a little bit nicer. Pinch the colors together at the end so that they don't separate. And there we have it, a very nice little candy cane. If you choose to use this dough just for regular cutout sugar cookies, it works wonderful. Just do the same exact thing. Spread a little bit of the powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar, whatever you like to call it, and then just take your rolling pin, lay the dough, and just lightly roll it. Roll it to about 1/4 of an inch thick. I like nice thick sugar cookies. And then just take your cookie cutter, and to keep it from sticking, dip it in the powdered sugar. Then press down. And there you have a really nice cookie with a very nice, sharp, crisp edge. You can see just how nice and sharp and crisp the edge is. Then we'll bake it the same at 325. If you'd like, you don't even have to make 2 rolls and roll them side by side. You can just lay them down and start rolling them together until you have an incorporated candy cane design. This would be a modern design, I would say. and then just shape it into the look of a candy cane. And then put it on your tray and it's ready to bake as well. The oven is at 325. Let's get our cookies in. We'll bake our cookies at 325 for 15 minutes. As you can see, this super easy, beautiful Christmas cookie has a really nice, clean, crisp, clear edge, even after baking. It didn't spread at all. I had so much fun making these wonderful, delightful candy cane Christmas cookies. I can't believe how amazing my house smells. It smells wonderful of peppermint, just like Christmas. I'm so happy you were here today, and I would love for you to subscribe, click the notification bell, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And be sure to check out the other videos in the collaboration. Thank you again to Mitch and Philip for putting this wonderful, fun, festive collaboration together. I'll see you soon.